Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. Sava here, Football Heritage TV. Tonight is the big one, isn't it? Tonight is the big game in the Premier League that many are billing as the title decider. Manchester City at home to Arsenal. Who would have thought it would have been this close? Arsenal had an 11-point lead, and at that time, many were saying this title was done. Many were saying that this 11-point lead was insurmountable, even for a team as good as Man City to come back from. There were also many people saying, this is Man City. Manchester City always, from February onwards, go on these runs where they go 10, 15, 20 games without losing. Everyone said, no, not this Man City. No, this Man City, it's not the same. Pep's overthinking. They're not the same with Haaland. Haaland's made them worse. Haaland's made them worse, people were saying. Fast forward 3 months to April the 26th. Wednesday, April the 26th, tonight, 3 hours away from now, 4 hours away, depending what time you watch this. They're playing at the Etihad. Here's how it stands. Arsenal have played 32 games and have got 75 points. Manchester City have played 30 games and got 70 points. So they're 2 games. They've got 2 games in hand and 5-point gap. Forget that for the moment. Tonight is the big one. Should Arsenal win, Arsenal will have an 8-point gap. An 8-point gap with 5 games to go for Arsenal. That would mean that with that 8-point gap, Manchester City would have handed the impetus and they would have put it back into Arsenal's hands. Arsenal then wouldn't just, all they'd need to do, I say all like it's easy, win the last 5, the title would be theirs. Now let's flip and reverse that. If Man City win tonight, they are 2 points behind Arsenal with 2 games in hand. And their next games coming up are Fulham, Leeds and West Ham. What do you make of it? What do you think? Be great to know in the comments, who do you support for a start? Who do you support? Who do you want to win versus who do you think will win? Can be the same, but are you a Manchester United fan craving Arsenal to win? Are you a Tottenham fan craving Man City to win? Heard loads of Spurs fans saying they're on loan to Man City. They're on loan. Their own club's imploding. Spurs, we're imploding. We've gone on loan. We'll find out very, very soon. But let's look at the subplots behind this game. First of all, you've got that there was an 11-point gap. You've got that the Arsenal fans were telling everybody the title's done, that Arteta is a genius, that City are nothing on them. They were giving it the big un. You had Man City fans, to be fair, saying, it's what we do. The second subplot, you've got Jesus and Zinchenko. How ironic would it be in a game like tonight, because I'm sure both will start, the Arsenal win and Jesus and Zinchenko are involved in goals that make Man City not win the league title. The inquest will start. The inquest has been going on for months. Why would he do that? Why would he give these seasoned winners, these seasoned pros to Arteta? Why would he do it? And then the biggest subplot of them all is the student and the teacher. The Mr. Miyagi and the Danielson. Pep Guardiola and Arteta. Arteta has clearly been a fantastic student of Pep Guardiola's teaching. A little bit like probably how Vincent Kompany will turn out from what I'm seeing with Burnley. But Arteta, you can see in the way Arsenal move the ball, with possession, without possession, the way they overload in midfield to go to a back 3 rather than a back 4. The triangles they create up top, the pressing, the movement on the ball, the movement off the ball. The mini Pep Guardiola, isn't he? Mini Pep Guardiola. So, who will come out on top? Is it the student? Is it the student with his first managerial job? He's got an FA Cup in the bag. 3 years ago now, going on 4 years. Can he get that Premier League under his belt? Pep Guardiola's won 4 of the last 5 league titles. Only Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool stopping them get 5. This season would be 5 and 6. What a phenomenal task, a phenomenal achievement that would have been. It's a big ask. It doesn't matter how much money you spend to be that consistent, to be that methodical, to play that type of football year in, year out is a credit to the absolute skills and wonder that is Pep Guardiola, a fantastic coach, the best coach in world football for me. His coaching ability is second to none. So then let's look at their game tonight. Manchester City, who are they missing? From what I've seen, this is only from what I've seen. This could change in the next few hours, so please don't hold me to this. From what I've seen is Nathan Ake missing. Now, Nathan Ake, normally, years gone by, you'd go, oh, it's only Nathan Ake. But for me, a fantastic season from Nathan Ake. I think he's a solid pro who always does a great job. Fantastic in the air, quick across the ground, always in the right place, grabs the odd goal as well. I think he's been absolutely pivotal and superb in that Manchester City setup since they went to that 3/4 with John Stones going in to sit with Rodri. He'll be missing for Man City. So more than likely, Man City will literally... Pep Guardiola finds a way around these things, doesn't he? He finds solutions to these problems. They'll go with Haaland up top. Then I can guarantee it will be Mahrez, Grealish, Silva. Mahrez, Grealish, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Rodri. I think they're too strong for them, but we'll come to that in a minute because Arsenal, they are already without William Saliba, who they are missing badly. They are really missing Saliba. He's had a phenomenal season at the back there for Arsenal. Forged a wonderful partnership with Gabriel. And let's be fair, lots of people didn't know about him before this season. He was at France on loan, and everyone was like, oh, well, who is this kid? He's come back and he's looked phenomenal, and they've really missed him. There's also reports that Xhaka could be missing this game. Now, whatever you think of Granit Xhaka, he's had another great season for Arsenal. Another player who's had a great season. Will they be the same? Will they put Jorginho in there? Maybe moving Zinchenko in there and bringing Tierney to the left? Lots of possibilities. For me, if we're going prediction time, I've got to stick with what I've said. I've been on lots of shows and said this. I think Man City will punish Arsenal. I think they will show them who's the boss tonight. I think they're going to win 4-1, 5-1, something like that. If they get free, they get free. But I think it will be a high-scoring Man City game. I think they've got too much experience, too much know-how. They've got that experience to get over the line in these big games, get over the line in these title races, and the big occasion won't faze them. They've been there, seen it, and done it. Has this Arsenal team got that in their locker? This is their biggest test of the season, which probably comes at a time when they're finding it really, really tough. So a huge game. I think Arsenal have had a fantastic season, whatever we say about them. And even as a Spurs fan, I can say they've had a great year. But for me, I think they just fall short tonight and in the title race. People, I'm sure, will clip this if I'm wrong. Fine, I can be wrong. It's a one-off game. Just think City are going to be too strong. They've got far too much depth, far too much quality, far too much know-how, and Pep Guardiola. It will be a great game. Looking forward to watching it. Please like, please subscribe. Come on, we are just 200 away from that magical 5K. And that'll be 5K in 13 months. So we're well ahead of target of what I wanted to be. So thank you. Please let me know what you think of the new logo as well. This is because of my French Bulldog, Frank. So he's the face of my channel now. Much love. See you soon. Take care and enjoy the games.